One sentence during an argument changed my life forever. Hi, I'm Amanda. This is the story of how I spent 18 years searching for my biological father and eventually found him living in Panama. But the story begins when I was 14 years old. At that time, I believed the man who helped raise me, Alan, was my father. My younger sister and I visited him regularly after my parents separated when I was 5. He'd always treated me like his own child, but by the time I started high school, my mom had been in a long relationship with my stepfather, Lee. Our relationship was difficult, and there was a lot of tension in our home. One night, during my first semester of high school, something happened that I will never forget. It was the night before a geography exam. I was upstairs in bed when I woke up to the sound of Lee yelling at my mom downstairs. Sadly, arguments like this had happened before. Usually, I stayed in my room because I was afraid, but that night, something in me changed. Maybe it was because I was older. Maybe it was because I couldn't stand hearing it anymore. So I walked downstairs and told him to stop. He told me to go back upstairs. I refused. And then he said something that changed everything. "Why don't you tell that thing who her real father is?" In that moment, my entire world shifted. The man I believed was my dad wasn't my biological father. When Lee said those words that night, everything I thought I knew about my life suddenly felt uncertain. I went back upstairs, but I couldn't sleep. My mind was racing. If Alan wasn't my biological father, then who was? What did he look like? Did he know I existed? Was he still alive? And the biggest question of all, would I ever find out who he was? That night left me with more questions than answers. And it was the beginning of a search that would last almost 2 decades. The next day, I started asking my mom questions, and the answers she gave me would become the first clues in an 80-year search. That moment changed everything. Because from that night on, I had one question I couldn't stop thinking about. Who is my father? And would I ever find him?